What's up? What's up? Who's the first person in here? Let's see. Who is the first person in the chat? Samir, what's up? Jumri, how you doing, man? What's going on, Juan? Let me post my the link to this. Got 12 people in here. What's going on, y'all? Y'all ready to talk some Bitcoin? Let's put live. I'm getting a phone call. What the? Yuntao, what is going on? What's going on, guys? Alright, let me drop this. Damn, what do I look like? I didn't even look in the mirror. My hair's probably all wild. Alright, I'm just posting my link real quick on social media. And then we'll start looking at some charts. Let's see. All right, we got 18 people in here. What's going on? See who else we got in here. Yeah, we'll jump into altcoins in a bit. What's going on, Leonardo? Malena, what's up? I'm glad that you finally made it on time today. Life's good in Singapore. That's amazing, man. Life's good here too. What's up, Rocky? Same thing, man. Just watching this bull flag. You know, it's only a matter of time. I'm doing great. G Jumri. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Yep, Miami is definitely the future. Did you guys see that a crypto exchange is buying the naming rights for the Miami Heat arena here in Miami? That's crazy. What's up, 300 Rivers? Good afternoon, Humberto. Thank you for joining. Lakshman? A big dump? I don't think so. Viper, I'm not really into NFT like that. So I don't know. I'm not invested in any NFT coins. I can only speak to you from, my own experience. Roy, You're in Singapore too? What's up, man? What's up, NLP education? Yeah, man. Hopefully, Apple and Twitter come on board soon. I know Jack Dorsey is pushing for Twitter because he already has his other company, Square, which is Cash App. He has them already invested in Bitcoin. I know for a fact he's pushing for Twitter, but obviously it's not just one person that makes those decisions. Um, Hold on, I gotta promote the link in a few more places. Let's see. Join me live. I'm trying to put this in my chats. Hold on. Make sure we get everybody in here. So I put it on my Discord. Let's throw it on my other chat. All right. Oh, I didn't put it on Twitter. Hold on. Almost forgot Twitter. All right, there we go. All right, I think I've put it in all my social media platforms. Now, if here we go. There we go. It's charging, but my phone's about to die. All right, we got 26 people in here. What's going on, guys? Is everybody that's in here right now subscribed? If not, how did you find this channel? Samir, there's still a lot more room that it could go down. So it could be today, it could be tomorrow, it could be in a week, it could be in a month. I don't know. Like there's no real way to tell the time. You know what I mean? Cardano. See, the thing with Cardano, look at Cardano, how much circulating supply it has, right? And then look at Ethereum, how much circulating supply it has. So because of so much circulating supply, it can't reach prices that Ethereum is at because it has too much supply. So the only way for Cardano to reach these price levels, it has to burn coins, right? And their market cap is already at 36, right? And Ethereum is at 196. So Ethereum's around 200 trillion. I mean 200 billion. I'm sorry. And Cardano's at 36 billion. Yeah, Cardano will not reach the same price levels as Ethereum. It can reach in market cap. It can't reach in price. So that's something that you have to pay attention to because look at the circulating supply of Ethereum is 115 million. Circulating supply in Cardano, look at this, is 31 billion. So that's way more than Ethereum, like by a lot. So Cardano cannot reach this same price because it has too much supply. There's too much circulating supply. So unless there's a huge token burn, It's just not possible. That's why it's in the top 5 at $1, right? Because it has so much supply. So it's just not possible for them to reach the same prices as Ethereum. People don't pay attention to the circulating supply. That's why when people say, that if it's possible that it's going to replace Ethereum, it could possibly replace Ethereum, but it's still years out, right? First of all, it's years away from if it ever has a chance to do that. And if it did replace Ethereum, it would replace it in market cap, not in price. Cardano price will not pass Ethereum price. And that's the same thing. And then the same thing goes for when people talk about Ethereum and Bitcoin. People are always asking or always saying, when is Ethereum going to flip Bitcoin? The thing with Ethereum and Bitcoin, look at the circulating supply for Bitcoin, 18 million. Look at the circulating supply for Ethereum, 115 million. That's way more supply than Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is more scarce, therefore it's going to always be more valuable. Ethereum it has way too much circulating supply in order to reach the same prices as Bitcoin. So those are all things you got to take into account when thinking as far as the price, because I know that's what you guys are thinking in, since you guys are probably invested in this. You're thinking, if I buy at $1, can my Cardano at $1 entry reach 1700? And no, that's not going to happen. There's too much supply. Same thing with Ethereum. Ethereum's at 1700. Can it reach 56,000? It's not going to happen. They have to burn tokens. There's too many tokens for it to reach that price. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Obviously with time, it can possibly, as the crypto market cap gets bigger and bigger. But right now, as we stand, there's too much supply in Ethereum for it to overtake Bitcoin and take over go to the same price levels as Bitcoin.
My apologies. I couldn't hear what you said.
What? Oh, my watch is trying to talk to me. And there's too much supply in Cardano for it to ever reach prices of Ethereum. So there just needs a lot more money would need to come into the market in order for these things to reach those levels. You know what I mean? All right, so we got 33 people in here right now. Make sure that you guys smash that like button, guys. Also, if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. Cardano definitely has potential, but I don't think it still has a working project. That's the thing with Cardano. It does have potential. It has a pretty good team, but do they currently have a working project? That's the thing. What's up, Lauren? Adam Alexander found via Telegram. Awesome, dude. Humberto, you found the channel when you're looking for explanation of leverage. That's awesome. I actually have a video on leverage. If you go to, let's see, where is my page? If you go to my channel and you scroll down right here, 2 months ago, I did a video, as you guys can see right there, leverage explained. Explain how to trade Bitcoin with leverage. And I basically go over how I trade with leverage. I use specifically Bybit to trade with leverage. So if you want, after you watch this video, you can watch, where's my tutorial? Bybit tutorial right here. This is, that's the exchange where I trade with leverage. So 2 good videos to watch. And then after that, you can watch my live trading video so that you can see how it is that I take the trades with leverage and how I manage my trade and all of that. And that's this video right here. It's called How We Easily Made $1,000 Profit Trading Bitcoin. So in this video, I'm trading with leverage, and I go through my thought process and my entries and exits and how I trail with my stop loss, how I take profit. all that. So from those 3 videos, you could get a really good understanding on how leverage works and how to trade with leverage. Found via Instagram. Awesome. So we got 1 Telegram and 1 Instagram. So you guys are new here. You weren't subscribed before. Dot. Yeah, I like Dot as well. Dot's over here. But see, Dot's circulating supply is well below Cardano's. So that's why its price is at $35 and Cardano's only at $1. Because look at the difference in the circulating supply. Cardano basically has 31 times more supply than Polkadot itself. I'm not sure if Ethereum has a cap. I know that they said that they're going to start burning Ethereum. Something with when they put up the new update. It's gonna be doing something burning coins. So I know that that number as far as circulating supply after like whenever they do the update that's supposed to be in July August, that's the circulation is supposed to go down. That number is supposed to go down. I will go ahead and do a review. I'm gonna do a technical analysis on Cardano in a few. Yeah, guys, everybody make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so yet. Crow, I mean, Crow, I don't know. It depends. The thing with me, I don't really like to, like I'm not invested in Crow, right? I don't even know what the price is for Crow. Look, FTX, this is the exchange that bought the naming rights for the Miami Heat Arena. I'm gonna click this just to see. Oh, I guess it just got listed here because there's nothing there. Let's go to Bittrex, I guess. Yeah, so Crow's been stuck here for a while in this same range. Where are they as far as so crypto coin Crow is at 19, has a whole lot of supply, circulating supply, same thing. So I mean it could definitely go up, but it's never gonna be a coin that that gets to like really high prices. How much is their supply? So they're at 25 billion in supply. And for example, as a comparison, Binance coin is at 154 million as a comparison, right? So as an example, because Crow is like an exchange, so that's an exchange coin, right? The whole purpose of this coin is its exchange that it represents. So crypto coin will never get to levels of Binance coin because it has too much circulating supply. So the market cap here is 40 billion in Binance. Market cap for crypto is 5 billion. So you can see that even if it got to 40 billion market cap, the price of Crow would be nowhere near where the price of Binance is. So it has a roof. It has a ceiling due to so much supply. So anytime you're investing in anything, always pay attention to the supply, to the circulating supply, because the less supply there is, the more scarce that project is, the more scarce those coins are, which will reveal in its the price itself. So Crow, yeah, it can maybe hit $1, which would be what, from here, it's basically it'll have to go like 4 times where it's at right now, 5 times where it's at right now. So it would have to be around 25 billion market cap. 25 billion market cap will put it around where XRP is probably. So it needs a 25 billion market cap, right? And at that point, it would probably be at around at $1. So if it reached top 7 market cap, Crow would then get to $1. So it basically has to 5x from its market cap from where it currently is. And because it has such big circulating supply, it's really difficult. Like even when it gets up there, it's gonna shoot up there, and it's only gonna be worth $1. You know what I mean? So it's not like you're gonna get 1,000% 1,000% return on it for buying at 20 cents, because it's just too much in circulation. Any info on entry? Kit, what do you mean? Entry for what? Yeah, Humberto, check out that live video where I'm basically just trading live and going through my thought process. Theta compared to Cardano? Are you talking about like as far as circulating supply? So you can see here, Theta has 1 billion coins circulating, right? Cardano has 31 billion. So Cardano has 31, basically almost 32 times the amount in supply than Theta has. So that's why Theta, although its market cap is only at 12, 13 billion, which is about a quarter of Cardano, its price is higher. It's at 1273 versus Cardano at 114. And that's the difference there, is because of circulating supply. So if Theta got to this market cap, which is 36 billion, that would be basically what, 4 times where it's currently at. So the price would go up 4 times as well. Marcel J, are you talking about on Bybit? So when you use market order, you have to pay a fee, right? When you use limit order, you don't pay a fee. So that's why you have to pay a fee. So the fee is to get your order executed right away. So this is the thing. So if you have a stop loss, right, and Bitcoin moves really fast down, if you have a limit order set, it's not going to execute, right? Because the Bitcoin price is just going to skip your order and continue down. If you have a market order set, it will execute. Like there might be slippage. It might not. Let's say where's the price currently? Let's say let's pull up Bitcoin chart real quick. Let's say that that it's at 56 right now, and you set a stop loss under 56,000, right? It's at 56.2. Let's say you set a stop loss under 56. if this drops really fast, your stop loss, which should be right here, is not going to trigger, and the price could go down to, to these levels right here. So now you've lost about $2,000 because you didn't want to pay a fee, right? When instead, if you would have just paid the small fee, whatever that fee is, you would have got out here, you would have saved your $2,000, $2,000, $3,000. So that's why you pay a fee. You pay a fee so that you don't get caught in this situation. You don't want to get caught in that. Trust me, that's a lot more expensive than paying a fee to make sure that your order gets executed. So that's what the fee that you're paying is for. Nah, man, we're still bullish. The bull market recently started. We're still early in it. Remember that another important thing, that price is not the only important thing when it comes to Bitcoin. Time is also a very important factor in market, in a cycle. So the time has been too short. It hasn't been long enough yet for the bull market to end. So I believe that we still have at least to the end of this year, because it's usually the market cycles happen in about year and a half, 2 years. Every 2 years the cycle changes up. The bull market started, I would say, after we crossed 10K, and that was in July, August. So it hasn't even been a year yet that we switched over from a bear market to a bull market. Remember, we hit the bottom. We bottomed out exactly a year ago. A year ago we bottomed out. Look at the 1 year. If we do 1 year chart, let me see. If we look at the 1 year chart, whoops. Okay, here you go. So look at the 1 year chart. We bottomed out a year ago down here. This was the bottom out. That was basically a year ago. So I would say that we didn't enter this territory until around here, and that's July. So this is kind of that first move that sent us up and over 10K and got us on this run. And even after that, look at this big dump we had here. And then we continued up again around October is when we finally started moving again. So so we're not even at a year yet in the bull market cycle. So I think we're good right now. Bitcoin long entries. So right now I'm looking at Bitcoin entries basically above this previous high, which is 58,500, and I like 55K as support entries as well. After that, then I'm looking at basically 52 and 50,000 as the next support entries. So you can see here, if you we look at this chart, currently what we're watching is it's a bull flag, right? We had this move like this. I don't like this color. We have the impulse move. Then we have currently what we're seeing here, which is consolidation to the downside, right? And if you look up, if you go to Google and put bull flag pattern, and you look for the definition of a bull flag pattern, look for pictures because they're easier to see. You see, look at this pattern. Impulse move up, consolidation down, continuation up. Look at this pattern. What do we have here? Impulse move up, consolidation, and then the only thing missing right now is a continuation up. So look at this pattern. Look at this pattern. It's the same thing. So that's currently what's going on right now. Now, of course, it's not 100% guaranteed, but the probability when this pattern shows up is that after continuation, after consolidation, it will continue to the upside. Now, when you go to measure, so then after you say, okay, so it's a bull flag. It's a bull flag pattern, right? So what's the target on the next move up? So usually the way that you get your next price target is you measure the beginning of the move. Basically, you want to measure basically this impulse move. So you want to measure this impulse move. Once you measure that, you put that at where the price might break out, and that'll give you an idea of the possible next price target. So I did that already for you guys. I measured this, and I said, for example, if we break out here, if we end up breaking out around here, then the price target is going to be around $70,000. So it all depends where we end up breaking out of this bull flag pattern. If we break out like where we're at today, let's say we break out here, then my target, according to the bull flag pattern, is going to be up here, which is right around $73,000. So it just depends where we get that breakout. With that, then we can set our expectations as far as how far that next move will go, that next move up. And you can see it basically here. If you look back, you can see it on a majority of these moves. So if we measure, let's measure one of these to see how accurate it is, right? So this went up to about here before forming that bull pattern, and then it broke out here. So now if we place this where the breakout happened, look at this is a breakout, and this would be the price target. Look at where the top of that pattern went. Look at that, the top of that move. You know what I mean? Look at the top of the move, guys. So if we follow this same exact theory and the price pattern plays out the same exact way, we can expect the next move, depending where it is, we can expect it to be upwards of $70,000 zone. So the next impulse move up, once we continue up, should take us to 70,000. The coin perspective. I don't think I've ever seen that website. The coin perspective. Is this it? I don't think that's it. Oh, this says the the coin. That's the coach perspective. The coin Nano's market cap. Oh, I see what you mean. What if Nano had the market cap of, and then it compares it? Okay. That's kind of cool. So let's say Ethereum. What if Ethereum had the market cap of Bitcoin? Wait. See, if Ethereum had the same market cap as Bitcoin, the price would be not even $10,000. So that's kind of cool. So this is exactly what I was talking about. Let's say Cardano. What if Cardano had the same market cap as Bitcoin? The price of Cardano with the same exact market cap as Bitcoin would be $32. That's insane, right? Ethereum, if Cardano had the same market cap as Ethereum, potential price is $6. Right? So what was the other one that we looked at? We're looking at, somebody asked about CryptoCoin. So crypto.com coin, if it had the same market cap as Bitcoin, it would be at $41. Same market cap as Ethereum would be at $7. And same market cap as Binance, it would be $1.60. So that's pretty much what I was talking about. That it has a lot to do with the supply out in the market. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool website. Gives you a good idea. Have I invested in altcoins? Yeah, I invest in altcoins, but I don't actively trade altcoins. I'll just invest in some altcoins that I like, which is usually the top market cap altcoins and big projects that I like, or I don't really put a lot of money into it though. I'm mostly an investor in Bitcoin and Ethereum long term. Everything else I'm in and out of. It's I don't put too much money into it. Val, yeah, definitely. If you look at the same bull run at the previous one, we're still in it. There's somebody on Twitter that I like to follow. His name, I think it's Charts BTC, and he puts up a lot of cool graphics. Let me see. This cycle has not yet experienced a steep rise. So you see here in previous market caps, there's a steep rise that took this up before it went down, right? And when it was going down, the price kept going up. Finally, when this went up, that's when the price also went up. You see, it just kept going up. This kept going up, and then it dropped. Right now, it's still going down. So anytime it's gone down, this is a percent balance on exchanges. So anytime it's been down like this, like how it currently is now, the price has always gone up. So that's a pretty cool one. He posts a lot of different stuff. Drawdowns on this date, price history. Trying to look for a specific. So Bitcoin new all-time high index. We're currently here versus previous all-time highs from previous bull runs. Look how the cycle between them, right? So we're only in the beginning. Bitcoin market is headed up. We got nowhere to go but up right now. What's up, Nimers? How you doing? Yeah, Elon definitely caused the latest pump. They tweeted about about Tesla. Where's Elon? Oh, here it is. This was the pump. You can now buy a Tesla with Bitcoin, and then pay by Bitcoin capability available outside the U.S. later this year. So outside the U.S. you still can't. It's only the U.S. right now. And then he also said Tesla is using only internal and open source software and operates Bitcoin nodes directly. Bitcoin paid to Tesla will be retained as Bitcoin, not converted to fiat currency. So Tesla could become the biggest holder of Bitcoin in the next few years. Because if they just stack up Bitcoin, they're going to become one of the biggest holders of Bitcoin overall. I think this is a genius move by Elon Musk and Tesla. This is going to put them so far ahead of everyone else. Because they're just going to keep stacking up and averaging down their positions. The entry for the bull flag break is probably going to be above that 80, 50. So you could either do above 60 if you want to play a little bit safer. If you want to be a little bit riskier, then it's going to be above 58.5. So 58,500. And you could possibly even try 57,500. But again, the closer you are to these, the riskier it is, because it could be a fake out. So it could fake you out and just drop right back down, right? See how this right here, see how these little fake outs right here, but you can see that it's respecting this line. You had the fake out, fake out, fake out. So if you want to try to avoid fake outs, I would say above 60 to potentially break this previous all-time high. But if you have a higher risk tolerance and you don't mind stopping out a few times for a higher reward, you can use 58K or 58,500. You could also use 57,500. But remember, the closer you are to these lines, the riskier that trade is, because there could possibly be fake outs. How to calculate the price target. I just told you, for the bull flag, you calculate price target by measuring the beginning of the move, of the previous move, to the top of that move. So it's going to be the impulse move. The impulse move before the consolidation is what you calculate. So you measure that, you put that at wherever the potential breakout is, and that's what gives you the price target. Yeah, I'll take a look at Chainlink. And I'll look at Ethereum as well. Yeah, Ethereum has high gas fees right now because it's so flooded. There's so much going on the Ethereum network. Remember, there's DeFi, the whole DeFi space, decentralized finance is based on the Ethereum network. Then you also have now NFT. All the NFT craze is based on the Ethereum network. So there's so much going on right now on the Ethereum network, which is why the gas fees are so high. So they're putting up an update July, August to hopefully reduce those high gas fees. And then they have the Ethereum 2.0 big update that should be coming at some point soon as well. So those are two updates that it might take a while though, so I don't know. Rectful, no, I do not have a open position on Bitcoin because I sold earlier today. I entered today at 55, sold at 56. I trailed out around 56,500 or something like that. And if it drops back down to 55, I'll be looking for an entry again though. I do have a Ethereum position open, but I opened up this position when we were sub 1500 levels probably. So during this breakout right here, out of the falling wedge is when I opened up that position. So it's not anything new that I opened up today. Crypto gamer, yeah. So there's option contracts and the future contracts ending on Friday, which could cause and bring volatility to the market. So I mean, I'm not concerned because that's too short term for me to think in. But some people might be concerned. I'm not concerned. That's too short term for me. That's any volatility. I think we're already seeing that volatility right now. So yeah, I mean, the worst that could happen is we drop down to what, 52, 50K. I don't think we would go beyond that. So I'm not too worried about that. And after that, it might shoot up the prices. So I'm not worried about that. It doesn't matter how many people use Bitcoin to buy Teslas. The fact is, people are going to use Bitcoin to buy Teslas. Like, it doesn't have to be a lot, but just one Bitcoin for a Tesla, people are going to be doing it for sure. Especially people with a lot of Bitcoin that think that Bitcoin is topping out. They're probably going to be looking to cash out, and that's one of the ways that they'll probably look to cash out. They'll just use their Bitcoin to buy a Tesla. So and as this market continues to move forward, people will be looking for ways to spend their Bitcoins, and Tesla is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Like, I don't know about where you live, but where I live, there's Tesla is a very common car at this point. I see Teslas every time I drive out. I see a Tesla. So it has become a very, very common car. People love Teslas. I love Teslas. I don't know if you guys have driven a Tesla or been in a Tesla before, but it's basically the it's the equivalent of, you remember back in the days, depending how old you guys are, but when you had a flip phone, remember that time, the first time you went from a flip phone to an iPhone, the first iPhone touchscreen? That's the equivalent of changing from a regular car right now to a Tesla. It's like changing from a flip phone to an iPhone. Like, after you've driven a Tesla for a bit, like, you'll wonder how you ever drove anything else that wasn't a Tesla. You're gonna get the Cybertruck. That's pretty sick. Yeah, the ETH 2.0 is not officially out yet. Like, that update is not out yet. Liquidation price of 1450. I mean, you're pretty good for now, but I wouldn't let I wouldn't let it get liquidated. If you're averaging down, it's not a bad position. It's a pretty good entry. I would just average down probably at like 1500 to push that liquidation price down. If you add to your position at 1500, it'll probably push your liquidation down price down to like 14 or under 1400. So just be ready with buy orders if you're just holding it without a stop loss. Recful, if you break the bull flag, like I said earlier, you see how this price target was met here. Look how we went from the breakout to the top. It was exactly met. I think the same thing is going to happen here. If we break out here, it's going to go up around here. That's around $70,000. Roy, yeah, there's definitely a way to earn passive income with your holdings. If you've seen I have to do a new update video on this, but if you've watched my making 250 a month passively holding, this is on Blockfi. Now, Blockfi is changing its interest rates next month. So I'm doing a new video update. If you have less than one Bitcoin that you're holding that you want to earn on, then you can do that, and you can earn 6% yearly. But if you have more than one Bitcoin, I no longer recommend BlockFi as they're changing their rates. So I'm gonna do an updated video on that, maybe in about a week or so, or at the end of this month or at the beginning of the next. Yeah, Elon's tweets have already gotten weaker. They don't impact the market as much as they used to when he first started tweeting about Bitcoin. Because when he first started tweeting about Bitcoin, it was something new. So they had a lot more effect. But he's tweeted so much about Bitcoin at this point, especially Doge, that they don't affect the market anymore. Like, they still have some effect, but it's not as big as it used to be. Like, remember, today's change shot Bitcoin up from, we're around 54,000. We're around 53, 54, all the way up to 57,000. So I mean, it still has effects. It just depends what he's tweeting about. Bull cycle is not over, guys. I already went over my analysis on Bitcoin and the bull cycle. It's definitely not over right now. This is a bull flag. This is what you call bull flag pattern, and we're in consolidation. If you look back, look at this same pattern, bull flag pattern, consolidation, and it shot up. You go further back, you're gonna see the same patterns over and over and over. This is normal market structure. Yeah, I'll look at a chain link now. Normal trading, you're not using leverage. Is that what you're talking about? $59,000, no. 59,000, you're too close to where we've been rejected several times. You're better off waiting above 60,000, because 60,000 is a resistance. You don't want to open a trade at 59,000 to get rejected at 60. No, BTC does not look bearish now. If we break down on the bull flag, then we can go down to where we broke out of. So that could be around 47 to 45,000. 47 to 45,000 would be that target. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at Ethereum. I think we've spoken enough about Bitcoin. Let's jump into something different. Let's remove all of these. I just be drawing my own things. This is more or less the channel that we're in right now. So it's the same thing. Remember, the reason that I don't look at I don't spend as much time on Ethereum as I do on Bitcoin is because Bitcoin runs the market. Ethereum simply follows. So if you look at the Ethereum pattern and you look at Bitcoin's pattern, it's identical. They're identical patterns. We have the same impulse move up, consolidation. So this is a bull flag pattern. Same thing we just spoke about. Depending where we get the break here is what our next price target would be here. So if we got the break, if we get the break down here, then my price target for Ethereum is going to be around 2260. You know, if we get the break down here, then my price target is around 2230. So it just depends where that break happens, but it's the same thing here. We're watching the same thing. We're currently on the bottom of this channel for Ethereum, which is different right now than Bitcoin. Bitcoin is around midway through the channel. Ethereum is around the bottom of the channel. So if Bitcoin goes down lower, I expect Ethereum to also go down lower, but to maybe hold up a little bit, not to drop as much. Unless Bitcoin really breaks down. Whoops. Unless Bitcoin really breaks down, then that next support would be around that 1600 to 1550 area there for Ethereum. What's going to happen on Friday? There's option contracts that will be expiring. Yeah, March is historically a bad month for Bitcoin. Bitcoin expiration. So this is what we're talking about here. It's gonna be one of the largest options expirations ever, with $6.1 billion in open interest on the line. Trying to see what this thing is talking about. Yeah, so this article is just talking about different strategies that people do to make money, basically. But the story is this is what's going on Friday. So people were betting on the price of Bitcoin to drop to 44,000 by Friday. So the thing is, if the price does not drop to this price by Friday, all those people lose money. So they're going to try to push the prices down, and that's why they're saying that um, the market is going to be volatile because they might try to pull down the price so that they can make money on their option contracts. So I was saying here that after Friday, the downward pressure shouldn't exist anymore. Um, Recful, I mean, maybe, but I'm not thinking about bear markets right now. Yeah, I'll definitely touch on Filecoin as well. I heard that didn't something happen with Filecoin recently that there was like a double spend or something? Double deposit. Yeah, there was like a double deposit bug or something. Karen, I would say you could definitely start on my YouTube channel. So if you go to tutorials or trading tutorials, it's probably gonna be has more. So if you go to trading tutorials, I have a lot of different stuff here. So I have 52 different videos, and I have all sorts of tutorials from exchanges. I have like the Bybit tutorials. I have how to make $100 a day trading, how to buy the dip, which is a trading strategy for beginners. I have a live trading videos. I have like 3 live trading videos. Should I buy Bitcoin now? How to calculate position size? How to trade with leverage? Understanding candlesticks? Profit taking strategies? What are NFTs? Another live trading video. Dollar cost averaging video. What is Bitcoin? More tutorials. How to do top down analysis. So I have a lot of stuff here. How to make money passively, support and resistance explained, trading view tutorial. So trading view is what I use, which is this here. So I have tutorials on everything. So that's definitely a good spot to start. Carlos, I don't know. Like nobody knows if we're gonna see a dump or not. Um, what happens is when there's option expirations, there's usually more volatility. There's more price action in the market. There's more people in the market going in and out of trades. So it could move the market. It can make the market more volatile than usual. That's what usually happens at expirations. It could also we could get some pressure from sellers trying to push the market down so that they can make money on their option contracts, stuff like that. So, but nothing's for sure. There's no way to know. If there was anyone that could know for sure, like they're already billionaires, right? Because if I knew for sure 100% every like exactly what was gonna happen, I'd be able to just take out a mortgage on everything and just kind of use all my Bitcoin as collateral to buy more Bitcoin. Like use everything I have as collateral. I would just put it all in the direction I knew it was going, and then I take out the profits. So nobody knows for sure. You have to play with probabilities. Um, if you're holding for the long term phase, I do not recommend selling. Let your long term positions be long term positions. We're still early in the bull run. There's no reason to sell right now. Like, don't worry too much about the day to day movement. Like trying to sell Bitcoin at the current price to buy it cheaper is the equivalent of um uh getting off at the train station and trying to outrun the train to the next station. It's not a battle that you're gonna win. So you're better off just holding. If it's long term, just hold. If it's your trading portfolio, then that's different. So it depends. I myself have a long term portfolio that I do not touch. I just leave it. Then I have a trading portfolio. This is a percentage of my portfolio that I use to day trade and accumulate more Bitcoin. So the goal is to accumulate more Bitcoin, which is what I use trading for. I have Bitcoin that I just hold long term, and then I don't touch. Then I have Bitcoin that I use to accumulate more Bitcoin and add to my portfolio. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's definitely new coins tomorrow. I saw that as well. Let me see. Coinbase, new coins, because they added Cardano, and what else did they add? I know they put it here. They've added like a bunch of coins. Sharing their action. Where? So I know they added Cardano. Is it Coinbase Pro? All right, so it's Coinbase Pro is the one adding Anchor, SRV, and storage. So usually when they get added on Coinbase Pro, they also get added on regular Coinbase. I don't have I don't hold any of those coins, so I don't know. I don't know much about those projects. I've heard of them before, but I've never traded them. Thanks, Carlos. I appreciate that, man. I really appreciate it. No problem, Karam. Karam? I appreciate it, Reckful. AJ, there's no way to know if the price is actually going to drop. So I would say, again, if it's long term that you're holding for, don't touch it. If it's if you're trading it, if it's your trading account that you're just in and out of, then I mean that's up to you. Set up a stop loss is what I would say. Crypto gamer, yeah, I've heard of market cipher indicator. I've never used it though. What do you mean you can't pay from Pakistan? Um, Marian, Marian. I'm not sure. They're trying to the miners are upset because they don't want to the new update, the EIP, something like that, 1557, whatever it's called. Um, it's going to reduce, I believe, gas fees, which is how miners get paid. So miners are making a lot of money. Anyone mining Ethereum right now is making very nice amounts of money. And they're upset that Ethereum with the new update is going to be burning tokens instead of paying those tokens that they're burning to the miners. So so they're trying to do something. I don't think anything's gonna happen. So we'll see. Yeah, the Coinbase Pro account. I just saw it. All right, so we spoke about Bitcoin. We spoke about Ethereum. Let's take a look at Cardano. You can see Cardano here is it had the pump when it got listed on Coinbase, and then basically got rejected. We're around the same spot where it got rejected at last time. So another rejection. We're coming back down to test this area again. That's that $1 area. So if we can't get back above this, we will probably come back down to $1 to test that, and hopefully that's able to hold. If $1 doesn't hold, then that next price will be down towards that 80 cents area. So so that's what we're watching right now in Cardano. If you're looking for an entry, the entries are probably around at $1. It's probably going to be that entry. That's going to be your best support entry. If you're looking for an entry on a breakout, you're probably looking at an entry above $1.20. So I mean, it's basically a channel to the downside right now after the big move up. So if we were to say that this is currently a bull flag, which it would be a pretty short bull flag, you would basically measure the previous move up and then place this where the possible breakout would be. At this point, it seems like it would be somewhere down here. It might possibly retest this $1 range. And it's possibly giving you the same exact price target as before, which is that 150 area. So Masti time, if you're getting an error, that's probably because you're in a different country. So because you're in a different country and you're trying to send money, to someone in a different country, your bank or whoever is running your card, they usually have perimeters set up on cards so that when there's an unusual payment that's something that you never do, out of the ordinary, it gets flagged automatically by the system. And it doesn't let it go through. So what you have to do, you have to call your bank and tell them to let that payment go through, that it's you. You have to basically verify that you're trying to make that payment. Let's take a look at Polkadot. So we still have the same, make this straight. We have the same target here on Polkadot. We're still looking for a breakout. It still has not broken out of this symmetrical triangle, which is also a bull flag. But we're now at the peak, right? This is basically the peak of it right here. So something's got to give, right? Something needs to happen. So if you're looking for an entry, it's currently at where the support entry would be, which is at $34. So $34, beautiful entry. I would set a stop loss below probably the previous low here. I would set a stop loss. It depends how much you want to give yourself, but if you're entering at 34, You could probably put a stop around 32. Because if we hit 32, it's possible that we break down to 28. So you could put a stop loss at 32. Under 32, I would do. So you'd be risking $2 to make potentially $8, right? So and if we get a break out of here to the upside to my price target, then you're risking $2 to make potentially eight and eight more to make $16 per coin. So pretty good in my book. Chainlink. So you see Chainlink, we had kind of a similar thing going on here. But notice that it got rejected. So let me move all this. So this was my theory. If we got a breakout, that was my theory of what the breakout could look like. Because remember, this was my target on a breakout. But guess what? We didn't break out. We instead got rejected. Trying to get rid of all these drawings here. So we saw rejection right here, which is that $31 area, which moved us back down to this previous Fibonacci area. So this was the 38.2% area. That's currently where we are. You see there's a lot of support there. So it's a possible entry. I look to enter probably above $27 if I'm looking for an entry here. I would want to see a bounce back up and possibly buy above 27, or if you want to be a little bit safer, above 28. But right now we had a breakdown from this symmetrical triangle that it was in. So according to the pattern, because it was a breakdown, if you put this exactly where the breakdown happened, the target, if this continues down and it plays out like a breakdown, because this could just be a fake out and it might just bounce right back up, right? But if it were to continue down, we could possibly see a test of that $18 to $16 range again. So not saying that that's what's going to happen. I'm saying that that's what could happen according to the pattern and if this continues to break down. That could lead us to a price target down here at that $16 mark. But because we are in a bull market overall, I don't think that will happen. Remember, the overall trend is to the upside. So even when there's bearish patterns, it could still invalidate it and just go up either way. Even though it looks like it's breaking down here, it could just take this bounce here and continue on its way up, right? But yeah, that's currently what from what I see right now, this is what the chart is telling me. Now, in a few hours or a couple days, the chart could be different, but right now, that's what the chart's showing for Chainlink. All right, yeah, I'm gonna jump onto Filecoin. I don't know where the most volume is. I usually like to look for where the most volume would be, but I'm not sure for Filecoin. Peter. So Peter, it depends where you live. Depending what country you live in is where and how you buy Bitcoin. So I recommend, if you don't have Bitcoin yet, I of course have a video for you that I can recommend you, which is getting started with Bitcoin. So right here in this video, what is Bitcoin? Bitcoin explained. It's a beginner's guide to investing in Bitcoin and how to invest in Bitcoin. I explain a lot of the different things that you will need and basically go over step by step how to buy Bitcoin and all that, and where you can look to buy Bitcoin. So it all depends where you're located, mostly when it comes to buying Bitcoin, because what's available to me might not be available to you, and if you're in a different country. But in the US, I use Coinbase, Gemini, and a couple other ones, but those are the main platforms that are used to buy Bitcoin. If you're outside of the US, then it depends on where you are. So I recommend to go over this video. Karam, crypto trading is one of the things I do. So I trade crypto, I trade the stock market, I trade options, and I also have other businesses. I invest in other things as well. I invest in real estate, I invest in other businesses, I do have an e-com store. So I do a lot of different things. All right, let's see. Yeah, I'll take a look at Litecoin next. I'm gonna take a look at Filecoin, then I'll take a look at Litecoin. What's going on, Louis San? Good to see you in here. Ani's World. All right, let's take a look at Filecoin. I've been live now for about an hour and 25 minutes. So I'm gonna do a couple more coins before I hop off. So take a look at this one here to try to get an idea. So you can use this, like you can put it either at the top. So if you put it at the top, the Fibonacci retracement to the top of the move, it'll look like that. You gotta lock that up. And you'll see that this is just a bull flag. So it looks like a possible bull flag breakout. So it looks like a possible breakout. It could continue up. If you draw it out, the beginning of this previous move to the top of it, like we did previously, and you put it out to where it looks like it's breaking out right now, then that target basically puts you at, let's see, puts you up here, which is around $140, which is almost double where it's at right now, right? So if you go to price and you go from the breakout to the possible top here, it's about a 67% move up. From where it's breaking out. Now let's see last time it had a breakout. So previously this was the breakout, and it kind of had that a similar pattern, right? So if we measure the bottom of this pattern to the top, and then let's draw out the lines here. So let's say, you know, more or less this was the range that it was trading in, right? This was kind of the bull flag. That's where it broke out of. So let's say that the breakout happened here. This thing doubled that price, right? So it's really two of these. So that was a huge move there, because that moved from down here. That was 135% move. That's crazy. So the possible move here, if this is a breakout and it continues on its way up, the possible target here is $140. Now, if you're looking for an entry here, I would probably tell you above the previous all-time high. So previous highs right here, that's what? That's about $100. So if you're looking for a entry, you could either try $90. $90 is obviously going to be riskier. Remember that another thing that happens often with these moves after a breakout. So after a breakout, there's usually a retest of the top of the channel of the breakout. So a lot of times you'll see a breakout, then you'll see it retest and then continue up. So we could possibly see something like that here, because it looks like it's kind of pulling back a little bit. I do expect the top of this channel to play as support though. If it does pull back, then I'd be looking to get in as close to 85 to 82 area as possible on a pullback. But I'd really want to see it bounce out. You don't want to enter on the drop back down. You want to enter on the bounce. So I'd let it drop below 85, and then when it went back above 85 is when I'd probably look for a support entry there. Breakout entry, I'd be looking at either above 90 or above 100 or above this previous high. Let's take a look at Litecoin. So Litecoin's pretty much doing the same thing as as Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's very similar patterns. It's a very, very, very similar pattern here. You have the move up, consolidation down. If I draw like the pattern here, you can see very similar. We can expect possibly a breakout move depending where the breakout is, we can expect it to move back up to that 250 range, where it was the previous yearly high. So if we can get a breakout, if we can finally get a breakout here on Litecoin, it's been stuck for a while here. But if we can get a breakout, it should move back up to that 250 range, which is realistic. And it's, how big of a move is that? That's about, it's about a 31% move, more or less. So possibly 31% move, depending where the breakout goes, where the breakout happens. No problem. I was wondering if you're still here. I was like, damn, I hope he didn't leave right when I did the Filecoin analysis that you've been waiting an entire week for. All right, guys, make sure, if you guys are not subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe to the channel, guys. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. We're currently sitting at around 6,200. We're sitting at 6,200 subs right now. We've only been posting up. We started in August. So how long is that we've been active now? Man, we've been grinding. Let's look at how long we've been doing this for now. And when I say grinding, I mean like posting every day, 5 times a week, right? So August, September, so that's 1, 2, well, August would count as 1 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 months, guys. We've been posting, we've been grinding every single day. Well, 5 times a week for 8 months now. Nonstop. And 8 months of work has got us up to 6,200 subscribers. So it is a grind. If anyone tells you any different, they're lying. YouTube is a grind. Okay? It takes a lot of work. It is not easy. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna end it here. Guys, make sure to like this video. Make sure to drop a like. We're at 38 likes. Drop a like for your boy. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments section of this video, and I will try to answer them for you. I think we covered a lot of good information here on today's video. We not only covered multiple altcoins, but we did a pretty deep dive on Bitcoin and as far as circulation, you know, from the different coins and what you can expect as far as price points depending on the amount of coins that they have in circulation. So on the amount of circulating supply. So that's a very important things to remember whenever you're looking at coins and trying to figure out where that price could go up to. The first thing you should be looking at, other than the price, is the market cap and the circulating supply. So for example, because of the market cap and circulating supply, we know that even if Cardano went up to have the same market cap as Ethereum, it would be nowhere near the price of Ethereum. What was it that we saw here? So we saw here, if Cardano has the same market cap as Ethereum, the price of Cardano would be $6. So you have to always put that kind of puts things in more perspective for you guys. I know a lot of people think, you know, they hear people saying Cardano's the next Ethereum, so they think Cardano is going to go from $1 to $1,600, and it's just not possible. the market cap would have to be so, it would have to surpass Bitcoin, and still even then it still can't reach the market cap. Look at market cap. If it's at Bitcoin's market cap, it will be at $32. So just to give you a different perspective and a bigger picture idea, so that when you're buying into these coins that are cheaper, you know, you can see that there's no way that they can reach the same prices as other coins. So I hope that makes sense to you guys. If you guys have any questions, drop it in the comments. Make sure that you guys subscribe. Remember, we do videos 5 times a week. Mondays and Fridays we do market analysis. Tuesdays and Thursdays we do tutorials, reviews, news, and Wednesdays, like today, we do live streams where we talk Bitcoin and altcoins. So that is pretty much it, guys. It is 3:20 and I've been streaming for over an hour and a half. So I'm out of here, guys. I will see you guys on tomorrow's video. As always, peace, love.